Badoop.
Welcome, everyone, to the Tethys Shipyards. I am Takeshi Yamato, the Art Master, joining our host, the Housecoat Gamer.
Yo.
Today, we are discussing the Hawk class, the next Romulan starship in the TMP SFC,
The Hawk class, has multiple subtypes. The first is the Firehawk, and will generally form the basis of all Hawk class vessels.
So basically the baseline is the Firehawk.
Yep.
Is this going to be like that one Klingon ship where we have a whole bunch of conversion rules to the other
there's
variants?
there's only 2 or 3.
Right.
First, the second version is the Killer Hawk, which just adds more plasma torpedoes.
Right.
And finally, there is the Royal Hawk, which mounts, you guessed it, the Mauler.
Right.
The Hawk and its subtypes were designed to counter one ship and one ship only, the Excelsior class. Because the Romulans had discovered, we need more guns. Because because the Senator class?
Yeah.
During their skirmishes with Excelsior class vessels that had just entered service, as well as their Giorgio class heavier counterparts, the Romulans were getting kind of screwed. So they combined the Ornith and KR series, as you can see with the kind of Tallis-looking lower hull and Klingon-esque nacelles, to create a super battle cruiser.
Yeah.
Of course, when the Federation's Excelsior decided to prove itself to be hitting well above its weight class, which is probably why it's lasted so long in service, they decided to upgrade it to the Killer Hawk, which included more plasma torpedoes.
Yeah.
But even this did not help, so the last variant, the Royal Hawk, included the Mauler.
Yeah. I am adding sections to the page for notes for Killer Hawk class. Killer Hawk class conversion and notes for
its time terrorizing the galactic stage, however, was exceptionally brief, as 6 years after its introduction, the Khitomer Accords were signed, and the Romulans retreated from the galactic stage. With the new introduction of the Ambassador class, the ship pretty much became obsolete.
Yep.
And was retired in the late 2320s.
Okay.
As for the size of this unholy boat, 458 meters, with a crew of 465.
Alright, so over 400, that means this would be scale 5. And that means we are getting to the statistics. And we're just doing the basic Firehawk here, so I will make a few adjustments just to make sure we're ready for, just to make sure there we go. Here. Alright, so scale 5, 2287, we have a total of 49 points to work with. Start by putting 8 points in everything as per the usual initial setup. And then we can add 1 more point before we start making adjustments.
A lot of that is going to have to go into power and weapons.
All right. So we'll start by putting weapons at 9. So with initial distribution, we have comms 8, computers 8, engines 8, sensors 8, structure 8, weapons 9. This is not an Intel boat, so probably comms, engine, computers, and sensors down to 7 each.
She's a respectable Romulan ship, but her role is basically just to counter the Excelsior in all matters of gunboat.
Yep. So we will take those 3 points to bring engines and weapons both up to 10. Alrighty. Department values. I'd say probably a couple points in security.
And probably 1 in communications. This can serve as a command ship sometimes, so...
So 1 point in command, 2 points in security.
Large capital ships typically serve as the flags of admirals.
Yep. So there is a mission profile that can add command ship as a talent, so we don't need to put that thing in as standard, but if it's most commonly used for that, we can add it.
Regardless.
Yeah. So we go into space frame talents. These are the basic equipment loadouts common to any ship of the class. And there's quite a list. We can do things like fast targeting systems, improved damage control, command ship, improved hull integrity, rapid fire torpedo launcher, etc.
I'd have to say improved reactors.
Okay, secondary reactors. More power.
Yes, it most definitely needs it.
Yeah, especially the later versions, but we will get them. Alright, secondary reactors. I don't think it looks rugged enough for rugged design.
Yeah, it's kind of spindly.
Yeah.
Romulan ships in SFC are tough, but they're not Klingon tough.
Yeah.
They're more designed for stealth and torpedoing you after decloaking with, well, drowning you in plasma.
Yeah. We could do... Let's see. Oh, there is an improved power systems talent, but that's different from secondary reactors. Basically, improved power systems increases your power regen, while secondary reactors increases total overall power.
Well, this is a rather efficient vessel. To take on the Excelsior, you kind of have to be.
So, improved power systems?
Yep.
Improved power systems. Alright, that's probably good for the baseline. And for weapons, it has the baseline Firehawk has disruptor banks, disruptor cannons, plasma torpedoes, and a strength 4 tractor beam. And cloaking device and the hyper-focused plasma torpedoes common to all Romulan ships.
The Killer Hawk has more plasma torpedoes, for obvious reasons.
Yeah. But... yeah.
That one probably has not sure how the whole thing works, just more plasma.
So the Killer Hawk version... Notes for Killer Hawk conversion. I'd say probably add rapid fire torpedo launcher.
While the Royal Hawk, of course, has the Mauler.
Yes. So, notes for Royal Hawk conversion. Add the Mauler to weapons. To weapons list, add special rule the Mauler. We talked about the Mauler in the previous video. It's basically a directed energy weapon with the damage modifier of a cannon, the range of a spinal lance, half the persistent quality of a plasma torpedo, and the high yield quality.
As for descriptors, Romulan starship, short-lived.
Romulan starship, short-lived. Okay.
As for short-lived, the ship only had 6 years on the front lines before finally being forced to retreat into Romulan space. Her death was ignoble.
Yeah.
But she is a fan favorite starship.
Indeed.
And hopefully Cryptic gets the idea and goes, hey, let's port this thing over.
Yeah. Let's hope.
Regardless, bye.